In this video, I'm going to tell you how much I made from my 3080 PC mining for a month. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to get the console that you want. Okay, so I've been mining for a month. I've actually been mining for over a month. I started in August, Ethereum mining with the 3080. I set it up on MinerStat. MinerStat, it has all the software you need, and it'll hook you up with the Ethereum mainnet pretty much automatically. And then, once you're on the Ethereum mainnet, you have to select your payout method. You need to set up Metamask, which is kind of like a digital sign-in thing, and you want to opt for level 2 payouts, which allows you to pay out every 0.005 ETH. And don't have any experience mining. The computer that I have is a 3080 or a 30L Omen by HP. You can get that for $2,500 at the time I'm recording that on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. And it's a nice machine. I got it for video editing primarily, but also playing video games because this is a video game channel. And it's an awesome machine. The 1850K is a very nice processor, 10-core processor. You should look at the 10900K if you want to see the benchmarks, but it benchmarks really nicely compared even to the most recent Ryzen. So I mean, it's a bit better than the 5900X in terms of gaming, but well, it's about close to 5900X performance. 5900X would be a little bit better, I think, for productivity applications. But I didn't choose a processor. That was the best one they had, but I didn't choose the processor specifically. I got it as a bundle because it was so hard to get a 3080. So 3080s are being scalped for about $1,600 or something like that right now, just a base 3080. And I actually purchased that computer because I was able to buy a 3070 Ti, but I found that to build with the 3070 Ti for the price that I paid for it would have been more expensive than buying a 3080 machine. So first time I did it, I was waiting for a payout. It didn't come, and I realized I had to set up on the Polygon network. So I had to set up MetaMask. I had to set up with Polygon. And then once I had to set up with QuickSwap, and then I had to decide on a broker, and broker in quotes, but an exchange, because they're not actually brokers, but people that actually exchange cash for tokens. And so I tried Coinbase first, and I had about $28 worth of tokens that I put into a Coinbase wallet, and then I tried to send it to Coinbase so I could sell it again, the exchange part, and Coinbase stole the money. So after that, I took like a week break, maybe not a full week, but almost a week break to research other possible outlets, and then I settled on crypto.com because they had sent out a tweet in late August saying that they could accept Matic payouts. So the Polygon network is Matic. That's the level 2 solution for small miners if you're on the Ethereum mainnet. That you get payouts every 0.005 ETH, right? 1 ETH is about $3,000. So it would take me years to get to 1 ETH. Otherwise, and that was the level 1 payout. So the level 2 payout I took, and my goal was only just to get cash. I don't want to take a position in Ethereum or Matic or any other tokens out there. I don't see the value in them personally. But so that was if you look at the transactions here, that was my first transaction. It was stolen. Then I took a break a few days, and then the 9th of September I got my first payout that wasn't stolen by Coinbase. And so I basically, from like September 4th, I started mining again. And it took me 7 payouts before I would get enough money that I could get the money out of crypto.com. So crypto.com, you have to set up your bank account with them. They have an affiliate bank in the United States, so you can do ACH transfers, and so but the minimum transaction, and they'll only let you do it in blocks of 100, so you have to get to $100. And so by the end of the month, by the 29th, right here, I had enough for $100 to go into my business bank account, and there we go. I made $100 from mining on my editing machine. So, and I don't run it when I'm editing. I'm not running it now, so you don't hear the fans. I only run it when I'm not playing games or I'm not editing, when I'm not using it, basically. I figured I paid the money for a nice machine. I don't want to ruin its performance or hear it blow. If it's I'm just for mining, which you're making a few cents. You're making cents every hour. You're not making dollars. So for me, for my use case, definitely turn it off. Especially you're recording videos. That's what I would do. So I would say my 3080 card does not seem to be doing as well as MinerStats says they should do. So it should be hashing 97 on average, and then when I put it in the thing, it says no, it's actually kind of 87 is what it should do, and then so that's over a 10% performance drop, and then it probably does less than that even. Some of that's because I'm stopping it to use the computer, and sometimes I'm just because maybe it's getting hot. I have no idea, but $100 a month, and it really came out to be about 110 from the first transaction that I could get 100 out, because you leave a little bit on the Polygon network because you want to have some Polygon to do transactions. If you don't have Polygon, you can't do any transactions. It's a real pain. You get a little bit of Polygon each payout, but not enough to do a transaction. So you always want to keep at least 1 or 2 polygons, which is $1 or $2, something like that, on the Polygon network to do the transactions. And then QuickSwaps does the transactions, which are really quick. I found crypto.com, they process the transactions a lot slower. So when you send the money, I've been using only Matic to send a crypto. So with crypto.com, you use their transfer code to your account, and that'll take like 15 minutes before it'll start to show up on your account, and probably like 15 more minutes before you can actually sell it into fiat, which is dollars. And so I try to sell it as soon as it pops up on the account, and they allow me to sell the Matic. So I just have cash, right? Because it's my only goal here. If they paid me in cash, that would be wonderful, but they're paying me in something that I have to sell for cash. Sell the Ethereum for Matic, sell the Matic for cash. You could also transfer USDC. I don't bother with that. I just stick with the Matic. But you could do that, and that might save you some risk in the short term. It's instead of being in Matic, which bobbles around, So this month, the China cracked down on cryptocurrency and started making it more illegal than it already was there, and there was kind of a crash in all crypto prices, including Ethereum and Matic, and so that the payouts I was getting in dollar terms at the beginning of the month were more than at the end of the month. That's recovered somewhat, but not to where it was. I think the long term, is it a long term viable strategy? I say no, because Ethereum has said that they're going to get rid of proof of work and they're going to go to proof of stake, in which case the crypto mining that I'm doing right here on Ethereum is going to be obsolete. We don't know when that's going to happen, if it's going to happen. So we're just trying to collect the money while we can on a computer. Otherwise, we would not be using it. So most of the day, I'm not using this. This is at my home office, right? It's not at my work. So it's not my work computer. It's my business computer essentially. And so we would like to get that extra revenue to defray the cost. The fact that we've got a crazy market for computer chips right now. In 12 months, I'd say we're making 120 would probably be a better estimate for a monthly. But I've only been able to cash out 100 this first month. And really, it's been a month and a half that I've been trying, because that first payout was September 1st. That was the one that was stolen. So that meant I was mining for 4 days before that, or 3 days before that. I think, 3.5 days, 4 days, I get a payout based on the hash rate of my machine. And so those are like $15 to $20 payouts. And so, I don't know, 3.5 days, 4 days is you got 7 payouts, and 3 days you got 10 payouts. It's something more like 8 payouts that you should get a month. And if you're talking about probably closer to $15 at current prices, then, it's like 120, something in that range. It's not exact, but, and so, for 10 months, you're going to defray 10 months of mining, you're going to defray half the cost of the machine. And in 20 months of mining, you should almost pay for the machine, right? 24 months of mining. And the question is Ethereum mining going to be around for 24 months? I kind of doubt it. I think it's probably not going to be around for that long, or there's going to be something that makes it so unprofitable. But maybe another coin will be around. So who knows? I did not buy it on the idea that I was going to mine with it. I bought it on the idea that I was going to edit videos for my YouTube channel on it, and I was going to play PC games for my YouTube channel on it. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel, where we give you the secrets to get the console that you want.